Hello and welcome to the next episode of Planet Coaster. So before I begin actually speaking about anything, I forgot to mention last episode. But this is Spookoween, all Halloween uploads for October because it's spooky, and also because Halloween's the best holiday, and because anybody who likes Christmas more than Halloween is just greedy. Okay, just being honest. Anyway, now to the actual content of the video. So, this time I'm making several things, really. There's going to be a cursed fireplace. There is a, sort of nursery area thing, and a dining area thing. So kind of fuse those two together, and it's kind of weird. It is weird. Yeah. And that's what's going on. And this is kind of my first foray into a proper interior. I know I also said this last episode with the ballroom out there, but counterpoint, I kind of copied the entire ballroom off of a Google image. So, besides that, ballrooms are kind of it's weird. It's not really inside. This time it's an actual proper room with room things like wood and a lot of wallpaper. Yeah, I'm not really the best when it comes to doing any sort of interiors. I'm kind of just reiterating myself now. But I've never actually done an actual interior besides just really heavily themed ones, and so it's been quite nice to see this place not turn out like absolute garbage and actually be kind of good. So anyway, now to the actual meat and gravy of the episode. So into this room, what's essentially going to happen is the ride vehicle is going to come into here. It's going to swivel off in that corner, which is currently empty in the blue room. It's going to be nursery. It's going to continue forward. It's going to look straight at that door, and then it's going to stop for a second. Fire is going to come flying out of it. Then it's going to turn to the left, and then it's going to go straight into the fireplace, and everyone on the ride will burn to death. No. And then the fireplace will turn off at the last second, reveal a secret door, and then they'll go through. Now, I'm kind of a little stupid, and I didn't really realize this at first, but I've kind of built myself into a very annoying corner. So, I don't really have that much more space to go the way it's currently going, but the ride... but where I need the ride to go is over there, as you can see, which means I'm going to kinda have to finagle some solution together. Most likely it's just gonna have to go over, because so far all I've got is, after this entire area, it's meant to go into some sort of hallway, where then it's going to see the first time the proper pumpkin spirit has been seen. Then it's going to go turn off into another door, and it's going to be a ruined area of the mansion. It's going to be out into some sort of graveyard. Spooky something or other happens, then they're going to end up at the end. Now, what most of that I've just said is going to be is currently unknown to me, and is something that future me is going to have to cope with. So I hope that he's creative, or else this is going to get real messy. Yeah, now fire. No, and then, okay, this area is kind of going to be some of a study outside of the fireplace. And what I'm going to have is when the fire is going to turn to a cursed green right before you go into it and it turns off. And then when it gets there, it's just going to be everything just breaks loose. Before, the creepiness had been kept mostly oh, it's just spooky. Oh, there's just a few skeletons around. It's weird. There's lights that are wacky. And then once the fire turns green, it's gonna kind of be just the ride telling you, yeah, listen, if you were expecting something kind of creepy or like just a little bit scary, or just moderately, just a little bit, tough luck, buddy. Because yeah, the books going everywhere, the skeletons all start to move, stuff like that. I also, with the last episode, I decided, I thought it'd be like funny to like in every single room have a hidden little lantern pumpkin. But I realized, especially when I was looking back at some of the older rooms, I kind of realized it'd be a lot cooler if these pumpkins were like meant to be like represent, or like it's kind of like where they died-ish, around where each person died. Also, another bit of misinformation that I made in the last episode. The person in the ballroom is in fact the third person to die, I think? Yeah, third. There's 2 in the line to enter the ride. Then there's the one in the ballroom, one in the nursery, one in the dining room, and then one in the fireplace. One of those poor saps is right there. And there goes the pumpkin man. Yeah. This kind of nursery, I kind of knew I wanted to do something like that, and it's not perfect. But I can probably just like fix it later on, probably. Honestly, I did a lot of that this episode. Like, I forgot to make those doors close and then open with a trigger. So it's just kind of weird looking. Yeah, I'm not that good at this game. Yeah. And, also, another thing. This is kind of my first time using a major amount of triggers, and also first time in a long time that I've ever actually messed with the huntsman's like moving ability. So it took me a while to figure out how to actually use the darn thing. But I've never actually messed with that many triggers before. Because before, it'd be like in a coaster, just, there's just water that comes up at this point. It's not that hard. Or just, at this point, just open the door and that'll be it. And then here, I have like 40 animatronics all linked up to this single point. I need to perfectly fine-tune it, so that way it goes off at the right moment. Because if it didn't go off at the right moment, then all the guests would get fried. Yeah. And then, yeah. Went to something or other. Also, I would just like quickly note, why exactly don't the like coaster doors, why aren't they colorable on the actual screen? I had to go ahead and use an elevator door just because none of the other ones worked. And I'm still kind of upset over that. Yeah, but like, triggers are hard. Because there's just so much here that has to be handled. And so many times there's this thing where like some of the fire would go off, but not all of it. And I'd find out that it was because I accidentally made that piece of fire go off for only 3 seconds compared to everything else going off for like 8. And I had to constantly fine-tune it to find the right amount for each thing to go off. And God. So like the second half of this episode feels like absolutely nothing happens other than me just silently screaming at the game. Yeah, but I mean, partially it's just me being stupid. Like, I accidentally put two colorable fires at that door, and I spent too long trying to figure out why exactly the fire wouldn't go out even with the trigger set to it. Yeah, but I eventually did get it, and just have to move around some of the stuff. And then start linking everything up. That moment is not right now, by the way. Let's see. Yeah. That's what's happening right now. Yeah. That was an example of what happens when the fire goes off too late and fries everyone. And it's just kind of this. I really wish it was easier just to like figure out how to do this. Yeah, anyway, now to actually the interesting part. I just kind of throw books everywhere. And it it has like a cool effect once it's all done, because it's like green fire goes off and suddenly everything just starts moving and it's really crazy, wacky. And here's some shots of it. Here's the little nursery area with the man dead. Here's a little dining room area with the man dead. And then here's the fireplace with the man dead. And then here's a full ride so far because I had some alterations in here. It starts off, pans off to the main ballroom area. Goes over to like look around at the those rooms and stairs and such. Pans back down to look at the area where that man snapped his neck. I think I might add a skeleton in there or something. Yeah. Pans back over to the main ballroom area, and heads forward. Ignore what's happening to the left of that door. You don't see anything. Pans off to the left a bit, looks at the nursery, where there is the man dead. The spooky chair moving. Looks off forward. Oh boy, we're gonna go in the door. Oh no, we're not going in the door. Oh god. Oh god, the ride's moving on its own. Oh no, what's going on? Oh god, we're gonna go in the fireplace. We're gonna fry. Oh god, what's happening? We're doomed. Oh no. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Yeah. Woo.